Hey, it's MK, and I am back with Off the Board. And today, for my inspiration, are these really cool little banner pieces. I also thought that I would change up the color scheme just a little bit to go on the little brighter side. Now, some of these pieces I've had on my desk for a while, and then some I went and grabbed from my stash so that way they could be a part of this layout because they kind of sort of match what is in the little banner pieces. Now, I have no idea where I got these like picture frame or photo film strip things. No idea. Everything else was either given to me or part of a kit. I cut apart these two little tags from the Heidi Swapp, or no, I apologize. Oh my gosh. The Vicki Boutin color study, I believe, is what it was from this go around. These are also from the color study Vicki Boutin collection. And then I have this arrow, which I cannot remember because I cut off the darker pieces. And what I'm going to do is actually put the two pieces together and create an 8.5 by 11 layout today. So, and then I'm gonna build my embellishments based off of the inspiration pieces. So once I figure out the 8.5 inches going across, then I will go ahead and cut off just 1 inch. So that way it's a 8.5 by 11. Yeah, that's where I'm trying to spit out. I am going to run my washi tape down before realizing that I do need to cut off an inch. And I do end up actually cutting off an inch. This is just some really super thin glitter washi tape. And then what I'm going to do is cut off about a 3/8 of an inch wide white strips. So that way, when I use my other washi tape, I can put it on the white strips and not have to worry about it being see-through. So, and here I'm just going to test out the very first piece to see whether or not 3/8 of an inch was too wide or not. I really didn't get a very good accurate measurement, and I will have to trim off just a little bit of white, but I'm not going to make you watch me do that. So, and I do need 2 strips so that way I have enough because I was being lazy and I did not want to pull out a fresh new piece of cardstock that was 12 inches long. So I went ahead and I just cut up 2 pieces. In the end, I don't really think that it's very noticeable. Trimming down my photo so that way it doesn't take up most of the space. And then I'm going to go ahead and just use this cardstock, which was actually a backer card for that I received a stencil in. And so I just didn't throw away the cardstock. It was sitting on my desk and I thought, hey, it's black. Let's use it. Yep. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my washi tape down. Now, I do bounce back and forth. I do the washi border, then the photo, and then I'm going to cut out those little stickers that I have. They're really super thin, and I don't like how thin they are. So I actually am going to back them all on white cardstock and end up cutting them out. I'll show you guys that here in a minute as soon as I am done laying down this little film strip, which I thought was a good addition to, just building a border basically for this layout. I didn't think that the black piece and the arrow piece meshed well together, so I thought, yeah, I'll just put a little border in and then it'll look just fine. It'll look like I meant to do that. Yes, it is. I've done this on several times trying to use up my scraps and build an 8.5 by 11 page. I even do that when I build 12 by 12 pages using scraps as well. I enjoy using up the paper in this manner, so that way it doesn't have to, be like cut up a million times until I finally finish using it up. I just build my pages from that. Yeah. So I'm going to have a cluster over there on the upper right hand corner of the photo, as well as down in the bottom right portion of the entire layout. So yeah. And then I thought I was going to use this tag, so that's why I'm cutting it all out and getting it ready, and then I will go and get my hole punch here in a minute. There, I'm off to go get it. It's not very far away. But now it seems like it's an eternity away. Oh, I also grabbed some twine, so that way it's not a naked hole. Yes, I have to dress up that. And then I'm going to build my banner piece. Now, at first I thought I was going to do one solid black piece, the exact same size as my paper clip, which is an arrow shape. And then I decided, no, I think I'm just going to do 1 inch and then I'm going to do this green, neon green that I picked out also from the color study. And I'm going to pull that in and make it 1 inch, but I'm going to make it a little longer just for some interest. Yep. And of course I can't throw that other piece away, so I will end up using that one as well. I'm going to banner both the green and the black, or fishtail, I guess. I'm not really sure what is that called? Banner them, I guess. Yes, that's a good word for them. So once I figure that out, I will glue the 2 pieces together, so that way they don't move too much. And honestly, I think all I do is put my arrow on it. Yeah, that's all I do, is I clip my arrow on it, and then I actually end up building clusters around it, so that way that's how the arrow is going to stay put, is by building a layer here and there and everywhere. Yeah. So just making sure that it looks straight and it looks good. Not sure where I want it just yet. But my title is I Can Do All the Things. Now, this is a photo of me at work. And I'm basically, well, this is a long time ago, long time ago when I was at one of the sites. And here is where I decided that I'm going to put my my stickers on a cardstock sheet because they're just super thin. And I just can't play it with super thin stuff. These were part of a kit that I got. I honestly don't remember what they are or who they are, but I did end up cutting them all apart. But yes, this is a photo of me at my desk way back when I used to actually be at the site. And then shortly after this job, I got transferred to another site, and that didn't last very long before I got transferred to the regional office. So yeah. I didn't stay very long at sites, but I do love visiting them and going to the sites, especially being in the regional office. I got to go see a lot more sites than what I was limited to being at one of the sites or working for a site. Now, the sites are kind of like basically their own entity, and then you have the regional office, which is an umbrella of all the sites, and you look at them as a whole company rather than each individual site. So it's definitely a huge job change for sure. So what I'm doing is I'm putting up a tiny little word. I think it says true happiness. To be honest, I picked it out from this Valentine's set just because it was little black and white words, and it was the first thing that I saw actually when I was picking out the elements for this kit, and I thought, oh, that's perfect. I did find other words, but then I thought, no, I don't want it to be too wordy. I feel like all this brightness and all of this color is absolutely perfect. I don't need to add anything else to this layout, and I like the way that it looks. I'm just trying to figure out what else there is to do, because sometimes it just seems so simple that I honestly can't be done, right? It's like, no way. It all came together that easy and that fast, and I'm done already. That just seems too simple for me. It needs to be a little bit more complicated. So I'm basically looking for little teeny tiny pieces that I can add. And so I found these stars. I have 3 in blue acrylic and 3 in wood. So I'm going to paint the wood ones, this neon green color, just to stick with the theme that I have going on. I don't want to add any more black. I feel like the black is good enough. I've got it in 3 different spots. I've got a strip down the side, my cool little banner piece, and then of course my photo and my main focal element. So I'm really good there. I also have a problem with one of the little thin stickers that I pulled off that little strip. It's a really cool black circle, but inside the circle has like a peachy pink frame around it. It doesn't match whatsoever, but I wanted to use it just to use it up and get it done. I did air dry my little stars, or not air dry, blow dry, blue dry, used the heat gun on them, is what I did. And this is when I decide that that pink is just bothering me. It does not go with anything else. And so I have this green sticker, but it's too small. So what do? Well, this tag's not going to get used, so I'm going to punch a circle out of that, and it is the perfect size. Absolutely perfect. And it covers up beautifully, and now it matches the rest of my layout. Yay! All it is a decoration anyways, so I wasn't really too worried about it. It's just that pink stuck out like a sore thumb. It had to go. So I'm going to just build some layers in my corner of my photo here. I do rip this last little piece off just for a little bit of interest, especially if I'm just going to tuck it in on the side right here. So, and I think that ripping it just helps stand out and say, hey, I was purposefully put here, so I'm going to be ripped. Yeah. Tucking this tag in because I did not want the journaling strips to be shown. And then I have my my film strip. Sorry, I keep wanting to call it a movie reel. That's not what it is. So I go ahead and I incorporate my film strip in between my layers instead of behind everything. So I really like that. And now I went ahead and I put it behind the twine that I put on there. Again, just for more interest, and then it'll help be held down that way as well. So I really do like how this came together, and I picked my colors based off of the shirt that I was wearing, which is blue, and then that neon green or yellow. They actually call it a neon yellow, but in the photo it does look green. So that's where I basically saw all these elements go, oh my gosh, these will all work out absolutely perfect. So, and that is how I ended up with this color scheme, which I love. It's one of my favorite color schemes, you guys. Bright colors, especially in the blues and the greens. Can't go wrong. Not with me anyways. And I always seem to do the nature layouts. Like, those are my color schemes, but truly these right here, this bright green and this beautiful kind of aqua blue are really truly my colors. They're the ones that I truly love to work with the most, even though I do tend to go towards the earthy colors a lot because that's what's in my photos a lot. So when I get to step out of that color scheme and work with the one that really, really excites me, I get happy, but it doesn't last very long. Like, this layout was nothing. It came together so fast. I had to wait longer for those little green stars to dry than it took me to put the layout together. Yes, to be honest. So, and then I do end up actually going and getting some sequins because I still felt like it was missing something. Not a whole lot of some things, but something. I did like the stars, the add-on of the stars, but yeah, I just needed some white. And what I was looking for is, so these are music note sequins from the Not Just for Boys Kit Club. And I thought that they had solid black in them, and they don't. The black is the music note. And I thought, oh, well, that won't go. So I decided to go with the white sequins instead, which works out really rather well. It's a change as opposed to having a whole bunch of black sequins on the layout. So I'm going to put a couple here and there. Not a whole lot. Like I said, I didn't think it needed a lot, but it needed something. So yeah, just going to dab some here and there. I think 7 up in my photo and then 5 down below on my title cluster that I have going on. I do like when I can take a pinspiration and not follow it to a T, but change it up to where it's a totally different color scheme. I absolutely love doing that. I find it very challenging, but I also find it very fun when it comes all together like this. Like, I took my inspiration from something outdoorsy, which I could have easily done something outdoorsy to go with those. But instead I chose to go outside and do something different, that isn't the same. But I pulled little embellishments, like there was a round element on one, there was a label on another, and then there was tiny little wood veneer all over all of them. And so that's where the little stars came in play. And that's it. Here it is, all done. I absolutely love this color scheme, you guys. I know I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. I love it. I love how this turned out, and it is so different from what I have been working on. So I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me and checking out what I did today. Be sure to check out everyone else that is playing along. All their links are down in the description box below, and I will see you guys all later. All right, bye.